Hey, 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 everybody. We are live. Happy, fabulous Friday. Oh my God. Happy, fabulous, faithful Friday. Welcome to Randomly Speaking, everybody. I'm going to give some people time to come on. Waiting for my co-host to come on so we can get this right. No, my co-host is going to be here. It's been a minute. And she is going to show up tonight. I'm so excited about it. So, I'm just waiting for her to get on, and we're going to start this thing off, right? But I just want to say to everybody, how everybody feeling tonight? How's everything going? Again, I'm going to try to put this number right here in this comment section so that people know when to call in. The number is 240-661-7539. That's the number you can call in to ask a question, to just let's talk about it. So you can call into this number. If anything you want to share with the peoples, call into this number. The number is 240-661-7539. It seems like I always got to put it up there because no one read it on the Facebook itself, and that's fine because we all living in this fast-paced microwave lifestyle, and sometimes it's so hard for us to just stop and read all the information or whatever. But I just wanted to give it to you. Hey, my sister Dottie is on. I want to say hello, everybody who's getting on. I'm feeling good. I'm feeling blessed. God is always doing amazing things in my life, even when I'm going through a tough time, even when we don't feel like taking another step. God always show up and show out. Hey, hi Joanne. Hi, Booby. How you doing? My sister's on now. I'm going on to invite my girl to get on, adding her. My co-host, everybody, we adding her to the Facebook Live. She is back, and I just want to say I want y'all to welcome her with all the love that you have, because it's been a minute. She's been doing so many things, had our hands in so many pots, and we want to always recognize that. To me, family is first to me. So I just want to just say to my co-host, welcome back. Welcome
Hey,
back. Oh my God. This is
trying to
fire.
figure this thing out.
How you doing, boy?
What's up? I'm good. How are
I am
you?
blessed.
Hey, people.
I am
Blessings.
blessed. Hi,
Blessings.
Paulette. I love you, baby. That's my best friend of 44 years on
Oh,
here,
hi,
Paulette. I
Paulette.
just want y'all all to keep my
Awesome.
best friend in prayer. We all have different challenges. I
Okay.
won't share her story, and that's for her to tell. Um,
Right.
Hey, my cousin Michelle is on here. How you doing, boo?
Hello,
Hey,
hello.
I just want to say I just love you guys tonight, and I just thank y'all for joining on. We got a hot topic tonight, sis. And first, I want my sis to
Yes,
greet
yes,
y'all.
yes.
It's been a while. A lot of people been inboxing me, asking about you. If you okay?
Yeah.
Is anything wrong? And stuff like that. Whoever doesn't follow your page, so I told them that you're okay. You just got a
Yeah.
lot of things going on, and you needed some time to work
Yeah.
some stuff out. So hey, Trey, I'm about to shout
Yes.
you out in a minute, girl. So go ahead and I'm
Yes.
gonna give my co-host the time to shout it out.
Hey, everybody. Thank you so much for asking about me. I'm doing good. I've been blessed. I got a whole lot of pots on the fire at the same time. Sometimes you gotta take a step back, make sure you don't burn
That's
down your
right.
house. So that's basically what I've been doing. I took a step back to make sure I don't burn down my house. But now I got it all together, for as long as God will let that
Amen.
be. But you know how
Amen.
that goes.
Amen.
But it's together, and I'm back, and I'm just so happy to be here to support my sis and all that she's doing, the great
God is
stuff,
good.
the big news coming out. God is
God is
just so
good.
good. So
God
we're
is
just
good.
so excited. And we just, today of all days, to be online to Black women, to gay Black women, to gay Black ministers
That's right. That's
online
right.
who love
That's right.
God, who
That's
love
right.
God's people, who are here to speak truth and love and just pour out blessings and receive the blessings of you. So today, on the anniversary of the March on Washington, we had another march
Yes.
today.
Yes.
Praise God. And we are here. So we are just so excited that you took the time to come and be
Thank
with
you.
us.
Thank you.
Yes, yes,
Thank you.
yes.
And I'm so grateful because we haven't heard any bad news yet pertaining to the march on Washington, because with everything that's going on
Mhm.
today in this United States of America, you know, it just sometimes knocks me off my feet because all the deaths that are happening is not enough that a lot of people are leaving here from the COVID and everything that's going on with the COVID, but yet we have a lot of police brutality and we still have the black on black crime that is still on the rise. And I just want us all to just take a second and realize that there's people who going through out there. You understand? We can no longer cuss at the person who cut you off, you know, while you driving on the highway.
Come on now.
We can no longer get nasty with the lady that's serving you in the store. You understand what I'm saying? People are losing their jobs. People are losing their loved ones and their family members, and they are not the same. Their mental status are not the same it was in December or January coming into this year. So we have to remember that. Greet people with love. I told people today when I came out with my video earlier to prank call somebody and just say, I love you. I don't care who pick up on the other end. It could be the wrong number because somebody needs to hear that. You know, a lot of people out here don't get phone calls from no one. Even if they have a lot of family, people are just separating. You understand? So I just ask you guys, just prank call somebody today and just say, I love you. I'm telling you, it's going to make their day. And you would not imagine the response that you may get. You know, some of y'all may be surprised that somebody may hang up on you or cuss you out. But at least you know that they're still alive and well. You understand what I'm saying? And it's the thing that I love to do. I just walk up to people and say, hey, how you doing? You know, a girl was having a bad day. A store that I went, Starbucks. That's my favorite place. Somebody pissed her off earlier today. Hey, Kim, how everybody getting on? Melissa, I love you guys. Thank you for joining us. And somebody pissed her off in the drive-thru, and they asked for something. But anyway, I looked at her because I saw her whole demeanor, her face changed and everything. That's not what she told me and stuff. So she was upset. So I got a little close. She had on a mask. I had on a mask. So I got a little closer up, and I said, do not let nobody kill your joy. You are doing a fabulous job. And the light that shined upon her face when she smiled and said thank you meant a lot to her. And I can tell. And even if she didn't say it, I know she went home and told somebody that. And she said thank you. You understand? So sometimes in dark places, people hide behind a facial expression and they smile. Just say I love you. If you say nothing else, say I love you. If you don't want to say I love you, everybody have a problem with the L word. Just say, how you doing? Hey, how you doing? It's good to see you. You know, because it will brighten up somebody's day.
Yeah, it will. Definitely. Sometimes, you know, people just need to be seen. I mean, you got to be honest with it. Some people walk through the world the entire day and they're never acknowledged. It's as if they don't exist. And so sometimes you just saying, hello, how you doing? How's your day? You know, it acknowledges that I exist, you know, that I matter. And I know a lot of people will say, well, how can you matter to a person that you don't know? Could you imagine going through life every single day without someone saying good morning,
even noticing
good afternoon, or how you're doing? Yes. So sometimes you need to know that somebody sees you. And it, you know, my wife's crush, and I'm just so, whatever. But anyway, her crush, Jill Scott. No, I love her too.
Jill Scott
but
too.
Jill Scott, girl, Jill. But you know what Jill Scott does? When she's driving down the street and if she sees a young lady with her head hanging low, she'll roll down the window and say, hey, beautiful. Can you imagine what that does? So, yes, just acknowledge people, look at them.
People who are closed off and they shy and they're not talking to too many people and stuff. Even when I'm passing the supermarket stuff, I say something and I make a nice comment for them to know that I notice you. Because some people go a lifetime not notice each other, and then they're always wondering if I'm dead or I kill myself. Would anybody even realize that I'm dead? That is horrible to have that feeling.
Do I matter? Do I matter? That's the question. Do I matter?
You understand? Oh my God, just to live that. And a young lady told me that in the library one day, years ago. I wonder if they miss me if I die or if I leave or if I disappear. You know, and that scares me because, you know, me being of LGBT, you understand? Plus, you know, a lot of days we feel like we don't matter at all because people just think we are poison. You understand? So I'm like, good God. You know, so I just wanted to share that with you. I love you. We love you all out there. And I'm telling y'all today, we love y'all. We love y'all. We love everybody out there today. And Paulette, if you want, we can talk because I really would like to share your story. I really would like to share your story. And I would love for you to be a part of that because everybody needs to hear people's stories when they went through something that's devastating and tragic and so sudden. So I really would like people to hear that. So you and I will talk so we can do that. So okay. So we're gonna get into our topic tonight. But right before I do that, I want to say to Miss Treya, I have my candles.
Yes, I got mine.
Fabulous.
Yes, I got mine burning right now. You can't see it, it's over there. But I always have one burning. Girl, yes, these candles, if you don't know out there, our community, we definitely support each other.
Yes,
We support
yes,
Black-owned businesses. These two sisters are
absolutely.
doing it with Relax, Relate, Release candles. And it's a logic behind it. The scents are related to either relaxation, relating, or releasing. Man, it's
Oh my
amazing. So I'm
God.
just telling you, reach
I
out
just
to
want
them.
to. I
They're
just want to
bad.
also say to Treya that candle, the cocoa one. Oh my God, the coconut one. It reminds me of my childhood when my mother used to put coconut grease in my hair, and she used to use that. And oh my God, those was our special time when my mother used to do my hair because it was so thick and knotty and long, and just to be there with her to brush my hair, comb my hair. It took me back to my childhood. You understand? And then the other candle we got for somebody for their birthday. And I just, oh my God. I mean, I just love it. I just love it. And I just want to say thank you. And whoever made them humble shirts, I need one. So therefore, I'm going to be hitting you up. Show it off, y'all. Show it off. I love supporting the LGBT community. That's very important to me.
Yes.
And plus our people, I mean, it's amazing. We do great things. We're not bums. You understand? We're not bums.
Yes.
You know, people see us as that because we are gay and lesbian, transgender, and asexual and all this stuff like that. So they see us as, I don't know, what y'all painted us to be years ago. You understand? So I don't know what that's all about. But
we the same kids. Those same little kids that you wanted to put the little frilly socks on and the little dresses on or the little knickerbockers with the bow tie. We just them grown. Who we love doesn't change who we are. It enhances who we are because we're able to experience love and to give love, and we are able to do some other things that my sister's going to lead us into. But anyway, you know what I mean?
You see, we have that twin spirit that we feed off each other, and I just love it. I just love it. I just love it. And you all go cop those candles. But as you're talking about love, those candles also too is a part of a love language. You understand what I'm saying? It's a part of a love language. I'm telling you, all this go together, y'all, if y'all just put it together for us. You understand? Get you a humble t-shirt, walk around all day telling people you love them. It's going to make you feel good. You want to go home and burn a candle and take a bath and make love to your significant other. You understand?
Come on now.
That's what it's going to make you want to do. Listen, I'm going to be a poster child for that candle company.
Yes.
You understand, Treya? Just look right out because we're going to start some things up in here. You understand?
Yes.
So relax, relate, and release. That's what we're talking about with these candles. So, Deborah, thank you for putting it up, ladies. They're on there. So you guys just follow those threads and hit these ladies up and go ahead and pour into our community. Pour into our designers who making their own stuff, you know, and who's giving back.
Yes.
Because they gave to me and randomly speaking, you know, and I just want to say that they were the first person who donated to randomly speaking. Thank you, ladies, so much. And that means everything to me. Everything to me.
Absolutely. You know? And if we back up, what was it, sis, about a year ago for the couples retreat, Relax, Relate, Release for the candles at the couples retreat.
Right.
Like these sisters have been donating for a very long time. But I'm not going to tell you their story, but their individual stories of growth, of self-actualization, of how they embrace life and how they embrace loving one another and protecting their space. These sisters are bad. And that's one thing about our community. And we don't, we got both about our community. We got to talk about it. But nonetheless, the one thing about our community, most of our products are born from our struggles and our growth. So there's a story behind the product. There's a story behind randomly speaking. There's a story behind her next chapter. There's a story behind Relax, Relate, Release. There's a story behind Humble. There's a story behind Fella. Like there's a story behind our company. And these stories are testimonies. You got to get to know the people behind the brand. You go and buy a candle from Yankee Candle, you don't know nothing behind that brand. You buy a candle from Relax, Relate, Release, you go on that website and you learn about people.
That's right.
And it's a beautiful
Awesome,
thing.
awesome. And they're gonna come on.
Yeah.
We're gonna have one. My sister and I. Listen, I had a whole
Yes.
lot of stuff ready. We was getting ready to go to the studio and everything, and the pandemic happened, and it set us here. But you know what? What the devil meant for good, what the devil meant for bad, God turned it around for my good. And I just want to say,
Come on now.
let me tell you, if you know who God is and who God is to you in your life, no matter what man say, no matter what your child say, no matter what the woman
Come
says,
on
no
now.
matter what anybody says, God is good.
Yes.
You're going to exceed. You're going to exceed, and you're going to exceed beyond measures. Beyond measures. And I'm just telling y'all that I am a witness. I am a living witness that God can and God will do all things. All things. And I just want to say, y'all just hold on, have faith, and continue to do. Babe, can you get me that in that box right there? I'm sorry. I'm talking to my wife. I want to show you guys something.
We about to have a surprise, y'all. We about to have a surprise.
So
Get ready.
I just want to say, we're going to go into our love. But first, I want to just share something with you all to let you know that even in the pandemic season, a lot of us thinking, a lot of us pandemics did hit us bad. The coronavirus did hit us bad, y'all. It got our families. It did so much damage, But in this, I also looked at the good in this. A lot of people I talked to saved money because they wasn't able to shop like they did. A lot of people I talked to brought houses in the pandemic. Who does that? Who does that in a pandemic? There ain't nobody but God just making a way and setting us up for
Come
our
on
next
now.
level. You understand what I'm saying? God will take you through to bring you out. And I'm just saying that you just got to hold on and have faith. I know we've been through it. I lost 2 people during this COVID season, and it pierced me so badly. But I know that God can do all things, things. We can do all things through Christ that strengthen us. Y'all, come on now. I don't want to have church. I don't want to have church. But I just want to say,
that's
I
all
love
right.
y'all. I love y'all, and I thank y'all for always joining and tagging and sharing. And out of this Randomly Speaking show, we have birthed something new. And I told y'all it was coming. Today, I picked up Randomly Speaking magazine. I want y'all to all see it firsthand. I wanted to show you all. And it's so many surprises and so many things in this book. And it talks about what happened during the 2020 graduation that didn't happen. And we're talking about Black Lives Matter and our Black LGBT businesses. And we talk about love is love. There is no colors in love. We talk about voting. Our lives depends on it. Vote. And I address the issues that happen around our transgender women and everything that happened in 2019 and all the deaths that have occurred and all the abuse and stuff. So, and then there's a lot of me in there. So sis was right. Randomly Speaking was birthed, and y'all going to read my bio. Y'all going to see there's a lot of meat in there. And because I felt coming up as a child that my voice was taken away from me, God birthed a new thing in me, and it's Randomly Speaking. So now I get to speak about whatever I want to speak about and say what I want to say without getting popped in the mouth, because I can do it in my magazine without disrespecting people while putting people down, because I never lived that life. You understand? So I just want y'all to know that we have a magazine out here. My launch party is going to be September the 5th. I'm going to send everybody the Zoom link. I want y'all all to sign on and enjoy. I wanted to try to get everybody magazines before then. They are $6. I wanted to try to get y'all out your magazines so y'all be able to talk about some things and ask me some questions during the launch party. And that's what it's going to be. Me just sitting there answering questions of all the viewers that read the magazine, who has the magazine. And I just want to talk about some things. I just want to share some things with you all. So that's what it is. Randomly Speaking has their own Cash App. It's $ capital R, randomly, capital S, speaking. And it goes straight there. So I just want to say everything and all the proceeds that y'all pouring into this company, good things are going to come out of it, and you're going to see that. Our scholarships, we're still working on that. We have not got enough funds to give away what we want, but we're just going to use what we have to just give away those scholarships to some of those young people who went off to college and who are there, because some schools are still open and they are there. And I'm just going to have people in our community to write in, because even if my co-host and I meet you somewhere at Starbucks or meet you somewhere in the community to give you guys these donations and these scholarships, we want to be able to hand it to y'all. If y'all don't mind, we take a picture or a video, because I want to be able to post it and let y'all know this is where y'all donations went to. Anytime I do something and you guys are a part of it, Y'all are the community. And I want to be able to post this so y'all guys can say, wow, they're doing a good thing. We're going to continue to support them because we know where our money is going to. It's coming back into our community and it's helping out our family and our people. Okay? So that's where we're going to end that.
So sis, how are they going to order the magazines? How should we can post it later?
They can also inbox me.
Okay.
Inbox me, let me know they want a magazine, send me their address, and then once I get it through the Randomly Speaking Cash App, I will definitely send it to their house. So once the magazine is paid, I will ship it to you. So you will be getting it as soon as possible. Those who live in the community, I'll try to make some drive-bys and give it because I want to see some of my family in the community.
I know, right?
My co-host, as we give y'all magazine and tell y'all thank you for joining in. Thank you for helping me keep this alive, breathing. I birthed this. Me and God birthed this. God gave it to me. We birthed it. However, you guys are breathing in it and y'all keeping it alive. And without y'all, there's no me in this magazine. So I want to thank you guys for breathing. Continue to breathe into this season for me. Thank you so much. I appreciate you all.
Yay! I'm so proud of you, sis.
Thank you.
I am so proud of you. This is
even though y'all don't see my co-host a lot and my producer, they are behind the scenes and they'll continue to work with me throughout everything. So I just want y'all to say, I appreciate y'all and I thank y'all so much. You and Tony has been magnificent through this whole process, even in the difficult times. And I just want to say thank you for picking up the phone when I need y'all to have questions and things like that. You guys are amazing, and I appreciate you for never saying no. So all that you live
anytime,
into, sis,
you know I'm here.
Thank you. Thank you. I love you.
You know I'm here. Always here. I love you more.
So let us get on with our show. We're talking about love.
Yes.
Can you be in love and not like who you with? Can you still be in love and not like the person you with?
Absolutely.
Can you fall out of love in that marriage, but still like the person and want them to be your friend? How many of y'all ever been through that? How many of y'all ever? Because I know, because I come up with these shows because people tell me stuff like that. Oh, I got an ex who's my best friend, but my wife now don't want me to be bothered with that person. How do you work those relationships? What do you do to work those relationships? And I'm even going to I'm going to put my sister on the spot and still ask her that, even if she haven't went through that. Has she known somebody who went through that? We are going to be transparent here tonight. Have you known anyone? I remember being in not a marriage or relationship, and I felt out of love and out of like with that person while we was in that relationship. So when it was time to walk away, it was easy for me to be like, that's my pot. No, you can have that. And I'm going to do this. And you're going to do that. You understand what I'm saying? So therefore, it was a peaceful breakup on my part, I must say, because I don't fight for anything. You want the dog, have the dog too. As long as we can get this over with and do what we got to do. I love the dog, but I'll get another one because I'm not sitting up here fighting with you over no dog, over no couch, over no TV. I can't do it. You know? So I want to know, how many of you ever been in a relationship or a marriage and fell out of love in that, but you still like the person? Or vice versa.
Absolutely. Telephone number to call in is 240-661-7539. And yes, sis, I've definitely been there. And it's a difficult position to be in, to fall out of but still love a person. I've never fell out of love and still liked a person. If I fell out of love, it was deuces, I'm out. But I have fallen out of like and still love the person. And the challenge with that is the love will keep you there longer than you need to be. Wow. You can love a person and not need to be with them because the like is gone. And most often it's due to being treated the wrong way, being treated, being hurt, being belittled, being degraded, or is due to you not loving yourself. So you can love a person and fall out of like with them and stay longer because you don't love yourself. And like, I think is normally used as a general word, like you have a craving for something, you like it or you don't. But I think in relationships, when you love a person and you have a genuine like for the person that they are, it's actually who they are that you're liking. So when you fall out of like, they changed who they are, positive or negative. Sometimes people grow beyond you. And then sometimes they stay and you grow beyond them. But it's normally the person changes, and then that change, it just doesn't work for you.
Absolutely.
Or they took the mask
And,
off.
hey, you
Now
know you
that
be marrying
they
those
took the
undercover
mask
folks,
off.
or you be getting in a relationship
Ooh, come
with
on
those
now.
secondary folks. You understand? So and then you find out
Hmm.
who's the real cat stand up. You understand? So you be like, oh, okay, well, I went to sleep. It's just like going to Mardi Gras, right? Everybody
Oh,
having a little something to drink,
girl.
too much to drink, whatever, bringing somebody home and wake up the next day and be like, what the what? Who are you? And that's sometimes what happens in a relationship. You're like, well, where's that nice,
Yeah.
soft-spoken, dainty
Oh,
person has
yes.
gone, picked up
Yes.
after they stuff. Now I'm living with Oscar Madison. You understand? So what went wrong in this relationship?
What just happened? Yeah, I hear you.
Exactly, Deborah. Yes, loving someone and being in love with someone is different. It's different. You know what?
It
It
is.
is for me and for the experience. You're right. In love with someone is different than loving someone. But
Yeah.
I remember this so vague, so clearly is that I wasn't in love with that person anymore, but I liked them. They became a cool friend. You understand what I'm saying? You're not good in a relationship. You understand? You know how you met those
Hmm.
people who are
Hmm.
not really relationship worthy at this moment because they have a lot of things to
Right.
work out and fix in their life, and being in a relationship is too much for them. You understand? They become their
Yes.
worst self. But once you transition into that friend stuff and you're not there, you'll be like, oh, that person's a cool person to hang out with. You understand? And I have
Hmm.
experienced that. And it's so crazy. I
Yeah.
have experienced that because we all are different creatures. We all are different in so many
Yeah.
ways. And I have experienced that. And I'm like, what is that? What is that make you like say, okay, we cool, we can hang out together after we flush out some of that, you know, get things on a same page after the relationship is over. Because sometimes you got to step away from each other, and then you're able to
Yeah.
deal with each other later on the friendship part of it.
Because you built a
Yeah,
friendship. I mean, you can build a friendship within a relationship and fall out of that type of
that's
love
right.
with the person, but still enjoy
Yeah,
the person and still want to maintain a friendship. But I still think, and I know some people can do it immediate,
yeah.
eh,
No,
I think you
it
need to
takes
step
work
away for a minute.
because then you got to be able to separate it to
Yeah,
let them know that you're not going to be going back and forth. You understand? Because you still with the person. The person
true.
think that you're going like. And part of me trying to disconnect myself from that relationship I was in, and we were sharing a space. You know, people think that they're going to be getting benefits out of the thing. Sneaking in, trying to sneak some, and and
Then
the
there's
next day
that.
comes, and you like, what did I do? And then that person is mixed up again, and y'all
Yep.
calling each other babe and boo, and then all of a sudden you realize that we're supposed to be breaking up. We broke up. I mean, what's going on. So for me, I think that
Hmm.
if I'm going to end something and we're going to separate, we got to separate. It got to be
Yeah,
clear on
yeah,
both
yeah,
parties.
yeah, yeah. No, I agree. I agree. I agree with you 100%. I think a lot of times people hold on to the friendship too because that's the only way they can hold on to
Right.
you. And they figure at some point it's going to transition back from a friendship to a
Right.
relationship. Or we're good as long as you're not with someone that's actually possibly your
Right.
forever. Come
Right.
on now.
Right.
As
Yes.
long as that's just something to do, I'm
Yes.
good. We can be buddies and hang out. But when I see that you're actually serious and you're about to, get into something serious with this person's peaking in you more than I ever did, nah, then I have a problem. So you really have to give some space because you got to
That's
heal.
right.
Human connections take time to heal from, and you need to heal before you try to renegotiate, how you're going to
Exactly.
collaborate on that
Exactly.
friendship.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Especially when y'all have children. You really don't want to
Hmm.
confuse the kids in all of this.
Oh my
It's
goodness,
very
yes.
heartbreaking, but you know, don't and this is what I don't like a lot of people saying, but sometimes it is, and someone's feelings are going to get hurt. Absolutely, Treya. People feelings always get hurt when you
Mm,
confuse things
yep.
and you back and forth and you're not sure about it. You understand? Because the
Yeah.
sex is
Yeah.
good,
Yeah.
we're gonna have benefits, and but yet try not to get
Hmm.
tied up with each other. You understand what I'm saying? It's really
Hmm.
it becomes really messy then, and you really don't want to confuse people in that way. And also, when you have those kids, a lot of people stay in not so good relationship for children, because they don't want to break that
Yeah.
up. And that's the worst way to go because you begin to resent that person in that relationship. And then y'all become to be nasty to one
Yeah.
another. Is it healthy for the
Yeah.
child to now hear you guys, going at each other? in such a disrespectful manner,
Mm-hmm.
that's not going to help either. So you really have to make things clear when that part of your life is over with that individual. If that love is not there no more, or if that in love is not there with that person, you cannot sit around and wait for it to change.
Right. You can't, and you have to also realize why it's not there. Now, if it's not there because nothing's changed between the dynamics of you guys, but one of you guys are growing, I think you give it a little time just to see if that person's going to grow. But you have to set the end date on that. You have to set a time on
Mm-hmm.
that thing. But if there is something that's come into it, like maybe there's violence that's now introduced into the relationship,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
or there's emotional abuse, mental abuse, and things like that. At that point, no. At that point, no. You don't have to give enough time. See, the thing about it is, a lot of times we think if you are all of a sudden emotionally abusive, then something
Right.
must have happened, so I need to wait this thing out. No. I need to distance myself as
That's
quickly as
right.
possible
That's right.
from you. You can work out whatever you need to work
Mm-hmm.
out, and then you need to regain my trust after this is all said
Absolutely.
and done. But I'm not sitting here waiting for you to get
That's
through
right.
that.
That's right.
Now that
That's
I'm
right.
not doing. Now I'm not sitting here telling somebody to divorce. I'm saying
Yes.
distance.
Yes.
Get away.
Yes. And Treya, you absolutely right, because when we do those behaviors, we teach our children that abuse is okay. You understand?
Oh
So
yes,
you have to
absolutely.
find a way to communicate with that significant other, and get away. Disconnect yourself from everything, because if you don't, that teaches that child that you're absolutely, Treya. Thank you for that. That teaches that child
Yes, it
that it
does.
is okay. It is okay that mommy is in that abusive relationship. It is okay that daddy did this, or daddy's in, because men are in abusive relationships too, with other men or women. You have some very strong,
Yes.
dominant, controlling women that will be that dominant, abusive person. I listen. My aunt beat up my uncle for years, y'all. I ain't fronting. I won't
Wait a
lie.
minute.
I
Wait a
won't lie.
minute.
It happened. So I just want y'all to
All right,
remember.
sis. I'm sorry for the disruption, everybody. Pay attention to her
It's
and not
okay. It's
me.
okay.
My
And it
earbuds died.
happens. It happens where men get abused in relationships. And a lot of times we don't have the numbers of the census that it happens, because a lot of men are ashamed to report it. And when men are afraid to report that they was abused by women, because they feel that it takes away their player card, or it makes them feel weak, or whatever the situation is. Sometimes you can fall in love with a woman so bad that you give her so much control over you that it becomes abusive, and it's vice
Yeah.
versa. Yep. So
Yeah, I
I mean,
agree.
we have to really. You're right. You're right. You're right, Deborah. You're right. You're right. You want the same thing. When we are strong women, and even strong men in a relationship for our children, they will learn that, okay, I want to be strong like that, because my parent was able to achieve so many different things for being strong. Not that I cannot cry, not that I cannot be
Absolutely.
vulnerable, or transparent with that situation, or even be honest about some of the things that I'm feeling. We have to realize that when the love is gone, and the in love is gone, and y'all work through therapy, and y'all did all these things, and it has not come back, it's best for you guys to separate and get out before it becomes physical, and it become abusive, because y'all gonna feel like y'all keeping each other back. You understand? And when y'all trying to move on, when one person trying to move on in a relationship, another person is steady hanging on, ooh, that becomes something different.
Torture. That's
Yeah.
torture. That's torture. I mean, it's torture for everybody involved.
Yeah.
It really is. I mean, and I've held on. I've held on well beyond when I should have held on. And I think because I was broken at that time, I felt like I could fix it. Now, I wasn't focused on fixing
Right.
me. I was focused on fixing it. So my entire focus was on fixing this relationship, because then if the relationship was fixed, then somehow I was better. And that's never the case. When you hold on, it's like holding on to something that's dead. How many of y'all sit there and hold on to a piece of steak that now has maggots on it? Like
Yeah.
nobody
Yeah.
does. But we'll hold on to a relationship that's just as
Absolutely.
dead.
Absolutely.
It's crazy.
Absolutely. And you have to learn how to transition without feeling guilty. Guilt will kill
Absolutely.
us.
Absolutely.
Guilt will kill us.
You know what? I was reading, and I love to read, y'all, so bell hooks. I was reading, and she said that when we see love as a combination of trust, commitment, care, respect, and knowledge, we can work on developing these qualities. Or if we already have them, we can give them to
Yes.
ourselves. Yeah. That's why we hold on to those relationships too long. What we gave to that relationship, we never gave
That's
to
right.
ourselves. So every part of me, every good part of me, everything good I can give is about to walk out that door. So I'm gonna hold on to it for dear life because I didn't pour into myself.
Exactly. And especially if we say, "Oh, I made this person the man that they are. I made this person the woman that they are." You know, when you do things, you just have to do it from the good of your heart. And when it's gone and it's just gone, it's just dead, stinking, and rotten. Like Sis said, with madness on it, you have to let it go. You have to let it go. You cannot hold on to things that is going to bring you so much pain in your life. And it adds more pain on top of more pain because you're sitting there thinking and wondering that, okay, this is going to happen. This is going to happen. We're going to get back together. This is going to happen. And you telling all your friends that, oh, no, we're not together. And they still living in that what used to be moment, telling everybody, oh, yeah, we're going to get back together. And everybody looking at you like, well, that's not what so-and-so told me. They said that y'all just working things out. So that's why you have to be totally clear on, I hear it echo, sis. You hear echo. That's why we have to be clear and transparent on what it is that we are saying. Sis, are you playing something else in the background? Okay. What was that? Yeah, we was hearing just a little bit too much. But yeah, and then we find ourselves in a bad place. And excuse me, y'all. So I just want to say to anybody out there tonight.
Sis, I think everybody's getting feedback from you, and I'm not sure it's because of my connection changed or not.
Okay, do everybody still hear it? Is the echo gone? Let us know. I think it was from your feed, baby.
I think it is too. Hold on, let me see. I may have to
They said it's
shut
good.
down. It's good now.
Is it good now, you all? No, I still hear echo.
No, it's back. Okay, it's me. So I'm going to jump off because my headphone died. So it's somehow giving feedback to you. I'm going to jump off, but I'll still be supporting.
Treya said it's gone. Oh no, wait, it's back. Okay. Oh no, go ahead, jump off and jump back on. I'll let you back.
All right, no, go ahead because my earbuds
all right, I love you.
Go ahead. Okay, all right, I love you. Love you. See you later.
Yeah. So that relationship that we are in is no good. You know, and we can't stay somewhere where we are not getting okay, yeah, it sounds a lot better. Where we're not getting fed, you know, and like Sis was saying before she got off, is that we put all the good into other people and then we don't give it to ourselves first. And then all of a sudden, we're no good to ourselves when that person is gone. That's why we have to be careful to be in a whole state when you decide to jump into these relationships. Complete state, because if you're not, everything that you give in that relationship, and when that relationship is over, that person is taking everything with them. So when we fall out of love with somebody, we have to be honest about it and allow that person to make a decision to move on. We can't hold that person captive. We can't hold that person back from where they are trying to go. You understand? Regardless where you at right now. If my wife come to me today or tomorrow and said, listen, our marriage is not working. I don't love you like I used to. And I'm still in love with her, or I still love her. And I'm like, but baby, I love you. I'm in love with you. What happened? Can we fix it? Can we go to therapy? If that person tells you that, nah, I'm out, you know, it's over, no thank you, or whatever, you have to have the power and the strength to allow that person to go and be what that person needs to be. And I tell y'all, don't do the back and forth yo-yo thing. Have your support system line up. You got those good girlfriends or your boys, and you could go to them and you can allow them to help strengthen you during that time. You got to call all the dogs in. You got to call all your folks in. It's like somebody messing with you on the playground and you go get all your family members because somebody trying to jump you. That's what relationships are like. We got to call everybody. We got to call everybody out. Aunties, uncles, poo-poo, rah-rah. We got to call them all out. Shaquita, let's go. Get the grease, get the Vaseline, get the sneakers. We got to call everybody because we need that support. We need people to rally around us and tell you, girl, it's going to be okay. I know you hurting. You can cry on me. You can cry with me. And I'm talking about the support. So you need more than one person to support you because you can't, overexert them. You got to have support system into place. 5 or 10 people. So every day, if you need that support from somebody, use somebody new. Use somebody different who's going to be there for you. You can't overwhelm a one person with everything because it's hard. It is hard. Yeah, the grease, Deborah. Y'all remember that day? You see my pinky, you see my thumb at 3 o'clock. You better run. That's the throwdown, y'all. That's the throwdown in that situation because it is some real stuff. Now, and if y'all both are not feeling the relationship or the marriage no more, yes, exactly, Joanne. That's right. Talk it out. You have to talk it out. And a lot of people close themselves off and want to be by themselves and they become depressed. And you looking around for them and you're like, yo, where they at? You understand? And some people just have that nervous breakdown where they can't move forward. So we have to make sure that we ask our friends and families, are you good? If you have them good girlfriends, all of us have couple friends that we all hang out with. You understand what I'm saying? When somebody having something, we all get together, we come as wives and, stuff like that at the parties and stuff, right? So all of a sudden, y'all know that Kat is always with Tracy, and all of a sudden, y'all can keep seeing Kat without Tracy, and then y'all see Tracy come to events without Kat. Somebody needs to stop and say, yo, where's Kat? What's going on? Are y'all good? Pull me to the side because I may not want to say nothing. I may not want to bring everybody down. I don't want to be the Debbie Downer at the party. You understand? But I do want you to recognize and realize that something has changed. Yes, check on those strong friends, I'm telling you, because we are not superwoman all the time. Wow. Yeah, Joanne, yeah, because you my girl, and I know you. And sometimes we just disappear off the face of the earth because we don't want to bother people with what we got going on because we figure we can handle it and we can, deal with it on our own. You can't. I don't care what nobody says. I don't care how strong you are. You cannot. You need that person who's not going to be, take sides. You need that person to go, okay, but there was a lot of good in that marriage too, in that relationship, because I seen when y'all was happy. And I also seen when things wasn't so good. You understand? But you got to keep them real. Listen, I want somebody to keep me real. You understand what I'm saying? Even in a breakup, even in a situation, I want somebody to go, now, Kat, you was a little bit too strong on that. You could have said that a little bit. I need somebody who's going to be real with me. I don't need you to pacify me because you want to keep me as a friend, or you think we're going to have it out, or you think we're going to blow up or whatever. You got to keep it real with me. Even though sometimes those things that are real will hit you hard. It will hit you hard. Sometimes it knocks you off your feet. You get a little dizzy sometimes, like a little punch drunk. You understand? You got to be real with that person. Because if I did something that I should not have done in my marriage, or I said something, I want somebody to pull me back in and say, nah, Kat, I remember when. You understand? So we got to remember to be transparent too. You got to be open. You understand? Because I want that relationship to work. If it's me, tell me it's me. Because if I'm hearing it from my wife that I'm doing this and doing that, it may not mean as much to me as one of my girls pulling me to the side and saying, now, that was wrong, right? And then I'm able to go say, babe, I apologize. I was wrong. You understand? Because sometimes when you're in that relationship with your significant other, and they nagging all the time, and there's stuff going on, and y'all having the same conversation about things, you turn off sometimes. But you got to have that good girlfriend. When you go to them and talk to them, they're going to be like, now, think about anything that you had did or said to make things go south. Because sometimes we have to check ourselves, ladies. We have to check ourselves. And I don't want to be all up here that I can't check myself. So I just want to say that in those relationships, when you are in love, when you are in like, or you don't like the person, love the person no more, you're not in love with them, but you really like them so much, and and some of us get afraid of leaving that person, like Sis says, because the best years went
into that relationship. You have to be real, because if not, you're going to be miserable. You're going to be miserable. You're going to be miserable. Sometimes it's best. Sometimes, you know what? I always say, that's right. Check yourself before you wreck yourself. I always say sometimes we stay too long, like sis said. Sometimes the things that God is trying to break us up from, we trying to just hold on to it until the last minute. And when we hold on to things, look at this. I want to demonstrate something for y'all. If we're holding on to something that means us no good, when God blesses us, how are we going to get it? How are we going to catch it? We have no room for it because we are so close tight with the things that we don't want to give up. We are not open for our blessing. And it's just like us holding on to clothes that you know you're not going to wear. You know you're not going to wear. And instead of you giving it to somebody that can need it, you hold on to it. And then all of a sudden you keep buying things until you can't fit it in your closet no more. You don't have no more space. And then you want to give it in. Then you want to feel pity and sorry and give it in. No, why not give it up when you know somebody needed more than you and you really don't have no use for it? See, that's when God will bless you more. You understand what I'm saying? When you give it up, knowing that, okay, I could wear that, but I haven't worn that in a while. But I know a lady at my church, or I know the girl in the community center that come to work every day with the same shoes on. They running over. You know, it's been raining outside. I know that she can use it. Now, it's mine, and I may wear it a couple of more times, but I know that she can use it. So you free that up. So God can continue to bless you with more things to give to people. So all the information that I know, everything that I learned, everything that I am, everything that I'm not, everything that I'm striving to be, I give it to people. If it's my time, if it's advice, if it's money, if I have it, whatever it is, I give it. Because when I free it up, God is going to give it to me more. If I keep everything in here to myself, I'm going to run out of room soon, or I'm going to die trying to hold on to it. You got to give it away. When you know what you know, you got to give it away. Yes, 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 absolutely. You got to give it away. You got to give it away. And I just say that to you. You got to give it away. God loves a cheerful giver. God loves a cheerful giver. And if that means, and I'm saying that in relationships too, if it means that sometimes you got to give up stuff when you come into a relationship or a marriage, for that marriage. And I'm not talking about selling your soul, giving nobody blood and all that stuff like that. If your wife tell you that, baby, and I'm going to be real with y'all. Come on, I'm going to be really transparent. And your wife, if you've been single for a long time, I know some of us ain't that holy and churchy that we haven't watched porn before, right? Or going to watch dancers, strip clubs, you know, all that stuff like that we do. Because you're single. I used to be, listen, I had a lot of friends who used to strip. You hear what I'm saying? And they used to be exotic dancers. Let me put it like that. Exotic dancers. They paid their way to school dancing. I used to put their music together. We used to be in the clubs in New York and in Manhattan. You understand? And they put their way to school dancing. You understand what I'm saying? And it's nothing wrong with it. But when you get married, you trade that in for something. So if your significant other, that's things they got to talk about. So these are the things I'm talking about giving up. So if every night you were single and you know, bachelor, and you trying to make sure that you don't catch something from somebody, come on, somebody press like and share right now. Come on, we're going to start pressing like and love. Come on now, because that's my amen. I need some amen corners. When you're in a relationship, you got to give some of that porn ways up. If your wife or your significant other say, hey, baby, I don't want to really watch no porn. I got all the porn you need right here. And they bring you the fire and the juice. You got to say bye-bye to the porn channels and the stuff that you've been doing because you're no longer single. But if your significant other don't mind that this is what you're doing, or this is where you at right now, and maybe it heightens the relationship, maybe y'all can, you know, get you going to really, you know, both of y'all sitting there watching it, it's nothing wrong with it if your significant other don't mind it. But y'all have to be on the same page. And those are the things I'm talking about giving up. I ain't talking about giving up your personality and who you are. Maybe some of us have that strong personality where we don't care what we're saying. We say things and it come off harsh and it's not smooth into the ear. Maybe we need to tone that down a little bit. But we can't give up ourselves in relationships and marriages, because when the person leaves, they leave and they taking us with them. And we're never going to be able to free ourselves. So I'm saying that there has to be some conversations in relationships, y'all. There have to be some conversations. And when your significant other is avoiding those hard talks where y'all gotta cry together. And sometimes those hard talks lead into sex. I ain't kidding. You know, it happens. Sometimes you be talking about, yeah, baby, you right. Yeah, I know I hurt you. I shouldn't have did that. I didn't know that it made you feel like that, honey. Yeah, baby, it made me feel like that. Oh my God, you should have told me that. Why did you wait? I wasn't sure how to tell you, babe. So now I'm telling you now. You know, come on, y'all know that pillow talk that y'all be having. You know how y'all be saying stuff to each other, you know, and then all of a sudden you like, ooh, 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 and you make up. You know how they say that, you know, that makeup sex when you get mad at each other and stuff like that, and y'all go into that. Come on now, y'all hear me? Y'all hear me talking? Come on, where my amens at? Y'all come on, y'all hear me talking? And y'all get into that and y'all start talking about it. Sometimes those hard conversations need to be talked about. And sometimes it may end up that you on the couch. You gotta go sleep in that doghouse, or you moving your kid over in the room saying, baby, come on, mama's sleeping with you tonight. Or you're using that spare, you know, chair that's sitting over in the corner. Yeah, my wife have a spare chair that's sitting over in the corner. You know, so sometimes you got to have those hard conversations. You know, you can't run from it. You cannot run from it because it's going to be waiting for you when you get back. And then when something else happens, you're going to throw another issue. You're going to throw another concern. You're going to throw another problem on top of that. And then before you know it, you're going to be tripping over it. So love is hard. Relationships are hard. Listen, I know. My wife and I had some hard talk, some hard things. I'm telling you, it's not easy, but we never became physical with one another. We never sit there, and our kids, my daughter on now, she can never tell you that she heard me and her mom arguing and fussing and cussing each other out, calling each other names, because we know to have our conversations in the car, or we go walk, or we all go do something if there's a disagreement that may get a little heated. Yeah, that's right. Stop sweeping issues under the carpet, because after a while, that carpet get too big, you tripping over and busting your face. So you might as well just clean it up. Talk about it, clean it up, get it up, and so you guys can be able to move forward. You know, so it is hard. Relationships don't come with a handbook, y'all. We all trying to get it right. And if anybody out there knows something that y'all can share with everybody else, that would be amazing. That would be amazing. Relationships are hard. And I always talk about relationships, conversations, because I'm in a relationship. I'm in a marriage. I know a lot of married people. I know a lot of people who are in relationships. We all in relationships, really. Whether we're friends with somebody on our job, whether we have best friends, those are relationships. My best friend on here, actually, no. We've been friends for 45 years. Paulette, we've been friends for 45 years. 45 years. Our 46th year is coming September the 11th. And I will never forget that day, because on September the 11th, we started kindergarten on the 11th in New York. And I'll never forget that day. And she's been my friend since kindergarten. I am 51. So we have some years ahead of us. You understand? So we have a relationship. Me and that chick right there, we had a relationship. We stayed at each other's house. We ate together, took baths together. We did a whole lot of stuff together as friends coming up. You understand? So we are in a relationship. And how we kept this relationship, we communicated, we talked, we loved on each other, even if we ain't talked with each other for a year, or we just chatted online and we didn't even talk to each other physically. She didn't hear my voice for a year on the phone. We still communicated somehow. Then we lost contact soon. We found each other again. It was like, in love again. You know? Yes, it takes work, Treya. It takes work. So we all have to remember that, yes, intentional work. Be intentional with it so that you guys can decide where you're going to go in that relationship or in that marriage. So when that love is gone and you're not in love no more, nobody can't change your heart about loving that person again. Nobody can't do that. You know, it takes you to put in the work. It takes you. Just because, you know, I know a lot of people say, oh, I'll eventually learn to love them. I'll fall in love with them later. Huh? I'm not sure how that works. And I'm not down to nobody. If that's the contract that you have with your significant other, that y'all just together for benefits purpose, or you together for whatever floats your boat. Like I said last week, Jada Paykin Smith and Will, they got their own thing going on, and they've been together a long time. But whatever you guys agree on, come on, whatever the deal breaker in your relationship, Y'all got to respect that. But whatever y'all can deal with, y'all deal with it. But what I can't point fingers and tell people what they doing in their relationships, to their relationships, for their relationships. I can't tell you that. Because maybe me and my wife want to go swinging one day. I don't know. I'm just making up stuff, you know. And she asked me, hey, babe, come on, let's go swing. Let's go see what it's about. And I tell her, no, that's not what we're doing. You understand? So those talks have to happen before y'all get into those relationships. You can't bump it on somebody then, you know, after y'all 5 years in, a year in, even a couple of months in, that person may not want to go there, you know? So I think it's, you know, really important to be honest as much as you can, and say whatever it is, and put out all the deal breakers, put out everything. Let's lay everything on the table, you know? And if you want something that that person is not able to give you or is not willing to make room for, then don't build. Don't build. You know, sometimes we all stand in the way and we all try to be Bob the Builder, and we're trying to be fix it Felix. You know, want to fix everything, want to build everything. Sometimes people is telling you what they want right in front of your face, and you ignore it because that's not what you want. How many times you hear a person in relationships go, I don't know if we're going to make it. And you be like, oh, yeah, babe, we're going to be all right. That's little. We can get over that. And they steady telling you that, babe, we're not going to make it. You know, babe, something needs to change. Oh, we can't make it. Oh, that's just a little thing. We're going to get through it. Yes, Treya. Yes, people were still trying to fix stuff. We're still trying to fix stuff. We can't do that. Relationships are not one-sided. That's right, co-host. They're not. They're two-sided. Figure out what y'all want to do. And I'm talking to my nieces on here tonight too, Reese Pooh. I want y'all to understand that relationships are hard work. If you're not ready to commit, maybe you should quit. I'm rhyming tonight, y'all. I'm corny. I know I am, but it's okay. You know, but if you're not ready for that type of stuff, just lay back. You know, take your time. Wait until you're ready. You know, don't cause nobody no more pain than what they are in already. You know, so I just tell you guys, you know, and I also want to share something with y'all too. I'm a firm believer for myself. I am not going to be in a marital relationship and going to tell my significant other about my last relationship I had, even if they ask me. I just feel that if it's nothing that happened in that relationship that's going to affect you, then we're on a need to know basis at that point. Because people always tell you they can handle it. Maybe later on down the line, when y'all really, you know, get them years behind y'all and y'all start talking about things, maybe you could start revealing some of the things. I've seen and heard a lot of relationships get destroyed because somebody shared something with somebody and they threw it in their face and they can't get over it. You understand? So, you know, I just feel that if it's nothing that's going to hurt that person that you with now, and you're no longer dealing with that person that you had before, I don't see what is it to drag all that stuff into that relationship, because it will damage it in the long run. So then you tell that person that, oh, yeah, so-and-so was my ex 10 years ago, but yet it's your best friend now because y'all built that relationship. And then you let your ex know that. And then all of a sudden they watching you everywhere you go with that person, and they looking to come across the room to make sure that y'all ain't giving each other the Google eyes and y'all messing around and all that. And then y'all get home and y'all arguing, y'all fighting over somebody who's in a relationship and who's happy, married. But your house is not the same because you done told this woman everything about you and this chick, or you and this other woman. You know, so some things is better not left said. It's better left unsaid. It's not necessary. You understand? So I just want to say to y'all tonight, listen, this is almost my time. It's been real. Co-host, yes, manipulation at its finest. Absolutely. You know, I'm going to get with my best friend because I really, really, really want her to share her story as well and want us to all to talk about it, you know, and, you know, I think, you know, talk about things are healing. But again, you all, I just want to say thank you for joining me tonight. Press like and share when you get off. Share this with somebody. Somebody may need to hear this. And again, y'all, randomly speaking, we got a magazine. Yes, LGBT plus. and I'm going to be shopping my magazine. I'm going to see if I can get it in some stores or whatever I need to do, because I want us to have something for us that we can look in and pick up and look at everybody who has, see, look at my title, LGBT business owners. I want to make sure that people know that we are not chicken heads. We own businesses too. We are life-changing individuals who does things out of the ordinary, who are bosses, supervisors, creators, you know, have their own clothing lines, business people, business minded, business professionals. You understand? And on here, it's where you guys, magazine is where you guys can go and follow Randomly Speaking. We do have a website and everything. I'm going to load all the shows up there soon. I meet with my producer Tony, and we're going to get all those things set up. So you all, it's been hard being that the pandemic had took place with us all meeting in same spaces at the same time, because we all had a lot of things to do. So you guys, y'all going to be able to read about my bio. So this is my bio. Like I said, sometimes we create things on things that happen to us in our lives, and you know, you guys get to read about my bio. Thank you, best friend. And there's a lot of different things in there. All the poetry and different things like that, expressive languages, and oh my God, voting. Everybody get out and vote. I don't want to forget to say that. I got the voting logo on there. I want everybody to get out and vote. We talked about that. We talked about the graduation that never happened. I talked about that. I interviewed two students who high school students graduate who's supposed to have graduated, didn't walk down out their feelings on that. Their feelings about Black Lives Matter and about the police brutality and everything that was going on during the time they're supposed to be walking down stage. So I was able to interview them and get their feelings on about everything. And the magazine is so nice. I must say, for the first time coming out, first magazine I ever have done. And I just want to say that I appreciate you guys support it, because it's going back into Randomly Speaking, and we're going to be doing some more creative things. Now, school is starting back up. Head Start, kindergarten stuff is starting back up. And even if I can't do adult book bags, I want to be able to do baby book bags. So anybody in the DMV area, then we can probably get a backpack, because I'm not going to mail stuff. So we can get a backpack and some school supplies to these babies who are going to be homeschooled for a couple of months. So I just want to try to just get some backpacks on my folks in the DMV. So if anybody want to donate and help with that, again, it's $, capital R, randomly, capital S, speaking. That's the Cash App for Randomly Speaking. It's $, randomly speaking, capital the R, capital the S, and Randomly Speaking. No space at all. And you guys can help us for that worthy cause to get people backpacks and kids backpacks. I want to deliver them myself. I want my co-host to join me so we can take pictures and you guys can see the work we are doing in the community. Thank you, Ileana. Thank you, E, so much. So you guys can see what we're doing in the community. And if there's any parent out there that is hard for them to get school supplies for their children or something that they need, inbox me. If whatever I can do, I am going to do it, even if I gotta try to mail y'all the stuff or cash up y'all and y'all go shopping and y'all take me with y'all. You know, I want to make sure the child get what the child get. I want nobody to be out here trying to trick me, because I'm going to give it from my heart. And then whatever you do with it, if you don't do right by it, I know God is going to penalize you. So I don't even have to worry about that. And I tell people that all the time. When I do things for the intentions and the good of what it's supposed to have been done for, and you take it and you do something else, or you know, turn things around, I know that God is going to handle that. So I'm not worried about that. Yes, help us to help the rising kings and queens of our nation. We need to build up. We need to build it up, y'all, because y'all see so much stuff that's going on now. So again, I would like to say, go to Randomly Speaking and donate if you want to donate. If you want to get my book, of course, inbox me, let me know, give me your name and your address. As soon as it hit my Cash App, put your name under the Cash App memo saying for magazine, and put your name there so I can match it with the inbox. We will send you guys out your magazine, okay? And you can also hit up my co-host as well, Ileana, page as well, and y'all can send it to her as well, and she will, you know, get it back to me. So the more magazines I sell, the more that we will have for Randomly Speaking, and do a lot of things in the community and help a lot of people who need help in the community. So I'm asking y'all to please support the movement, and I will support you. And also, my magazine is coming out quarterly, because I want to be able to have enough time to still do my job, still do a lot of things that I do at this moment until we blow up, y'all. And then I'll just have this to work with, and we can have a magazine every month. That's what I'm saying. I'm about doing some big things. I don't talk about it, I be about it. And I'll try to walk that walk, walk that talk, And I just love y'all. And I just thank y'all. And I want y'all to please prank call somebody today and tell them that you love them. Prank call somebody. I don't care. Call somebody that you haven't talked to in a long time and tell them that you love them. I just want to say, for some of my family members I got on, Sharice, I love you. My daughter Dina, I love you. Dottie, I love you. E, I love you. Treya, I love you. Deborah, I love you. Paulette, I love you. Athea, I love you. Miss Washington, I love you. I love you. I love you. Names going up. Joanne, I love you. I love you. I love you. Nicole, I love you. I love you. I love you, wife. I know you on here. I love you. I love you. I love you. I love you. Everybody that got on, join me tonight. My sister in there. I love everybody. 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 Kim, Rodeo, I love you. I love you. Everybody that tuned in tonight to hear the show. I love you. I love you. I love you to everybody out there tonight. And you are somebody because God don't make mistakes. You are somebody because God don't make mistakes. Your life is designed already. So y'all have a blessed night. Thank you for tuning in. And I am looking forward to seeing you guys on Friday. But until then, you guys have a safe and a blessed week. I love you.